Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Beez Swarm Gaming. And join my group, Beez Swarm, two-word. Beez ends with a Z. Yes, Beez Swarm. What do we talk about? Talk about anything. Well, not anything. There's some things that are probably taboo. Please don't talk about it. But hey, it's the Beez Swarm world, but we play other games. Anyway, with Beesmas coming up, and it's coming up. We are like a week before Christmas, and it's coming fast. And it's coming really fast. Now, on it just said, when's Beesmas? Didn't give us an exact date, just said that it is going to be before Christmas. What does that mean? It could be Christmas Eve, technically. My thinking is things are in the test room right now, which means that they started the other day. They've tested things out. They've even tested some codes out, I believe. So I believe first day out, there's going to be massive codes that we can use. We're getting prepared now. We have that one code, 1M likes. I haven't used it yet. Some people have. This is my first Beesmas, so I expect a lot of missions to be done relatively fast, which means I'm also expecting a lot of farming. So if you take the farming, there's masks that I'm going to use, which is the blue mask and the gummy mask. For those of you who don't have masks, use the honey mask. If you don't have the honey mask, then try to AFK at night and try to use some fast farming techniques using craft materials. If you can't AFK at night and you don't use crafting materials, then try your best. Yeah, that's really like all I can say is I've given several options right there. You know, I don't want to exclude anybody from playing this game, so that's why I've given these options. Okay, so Beesmas is coming up. Uh, Everyone that has reached out to me, you know, friends online, new subscribers. Hey, that's another thing. When I watch the YouTube videos, people always say, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I never have. I don't want to like have people like see the video and say, oh, here's another one where people say subscribe and hit like. I generally don't because I'm like, I don't want to see things pop up all the time. But if you like my videos and you want to know when one's coming up, go ahead. I think that's pretty cool. Now, another thing that I actually recommend is since this is my first Beesmas and a lot of people are waiting for it, I don't know what the servers are going to be like. This is a very popular game. And public servers, I don't think are going to be hard to get into, but finding the right field that you need might be difficult and you might have to do some waiting. And let's say you have to do things like fight stickbug, or you have to do things like the ant challenge, or you have to do things like fight Krabby. I can see that as being a little competitive. I can see things as people not being so courteous. So I run a fair and managed private server, you know, and I still have some slots open for people to join. You know, I would like to think that the people who have been with me for quite a while, they would say that I treat everybody with respect. So if you want to spend Beesmas with me and my server, you are definitely more than welcome to. Just send me a friend request, write in the comment section the reason why if you want to. And I've actually done it for, I believe, 2 people like already, you know. I've said, sure, why not? Sure, why not? I've actually played with one person, and things were fine. The only thing that I ask is don't take up a slot if you're not going to play. You know, just the reason why is because it does put a bad taste in my mouth in that I'm trying to help people out, and if I'm getting a request from you and I never see you, and it's like, okay, this person asked me early, but they're not playing, and I'm telling people to play before Beesmas. And this is why. Because I think things are going to cost money too. So I AFK every night because I'm able to do that. And there's a lot of AFK things you can do out there, and I farm every day. My goal is to try to get around 50 billion. I think that's probably the minimum of things to get. I think along with treats, you can probably buy other things as well, crafting materials. I think you should store some. Um, Maybe the gingerbread cookies are things you can buy too. I just have a feeling that there's things you could buy. I've never done Beesmas before. I'm gonna say that once again, so I really don't know. But having things which are important, like honey money, can't hurt. Uh, Having level 12 bees obviously now can't help. And I've said it before. I said think about the highest level bee that this game requires. Now, my thinking was that the game said, and even before that, I said it's probably important for you to be able to beat every monster out there. Because there might be a mission that says be able to defeat Krabby, right? It just may say that, to be able to defeat Krabby. Then for the more harder ones, it may say defeat Krabby in under, I don't know what all 12 bees would be. Maybe 10 minutes or whatever, you know. But it just may say defeat Krabby. If you have a hive of, let's say, just 35 bees and they're all 12, you're definitely going to defeat Krabby because he's not that complicated. But let's say you have a hive of all 40 and you have all level 9 bees. It's actually going to be difficult to defeat Krabby, I think. I think. These are like small things you can do to prepare to defeat Krabby. I would suggest you still got some days to fight Krabby. You still got some days to level up some bees. Wendy seems to be an important bee. If you don't have Wendy, try to get Wendy. It starts to make sense that I believe he nerfed the chance of getting Wendy bee. The reason that I say that is because aside from this account, I have another account, and even though I increased my chance of getting favor, but not by a lot. I didn't do any diamond eggs. I didn't do any gifted eggs, just gold eggs, and not like a lot of gold eggs. I was able to get Windy Bee relatively faster, and some people that I know got Windy Bee with no favor. So it's possible that he's kind of telling us, get Windy Bee. Now, you look at some of the bee quips. Bee quips is their version, the bees' version of suitcases. Okay, you look at the bee quips, and he's going to give us, him being on it, he's going to give us some bee quips for Beesmas. Is he going to give us bee quips later on? You might have to buy them, or look for them, or whatever. But then you also have to think. I believe someone told me that there was a Wendy package. I don't know if it was around Christmas time. I really don't know. There may be promos. Let's go to, I believe, the first Beesmas where you were able to get, um, what was it? What bee? Festive bee. I don't know when he got into the ticket shop, but that's, spending tickets on a bee is quite a expensive thing. Festive bee is great, not a real necessary bee, unless you want to get the big star amulet, the supreme one. But I think bee quips is going to be a lot more important. And this is the reason why. Right now, we don't know what the boosts are. But think of it like this, because this is what was going through my head. Do you remember the game Dungeons and Dragons? You have a character, and this character has a lot of stats, right? This character has a lot of stats. This character is whatever. So you are a beekeeper, and you have a lot of these bees. So your bees are like your stats. Now, while you're playing Dungeons and Dragons, you can get swords, you can get weapons, you can get other things, right? Um, that would be like your bee quips. Now, you can put some of that stuff, some of the swords and some of the potions or whatever, in storage. I believe there's going to be a storage thing in there. I believe I remember hearing about a ATM machine that's going to be located near your hive. I don't believe each hive is going to have its own storage area because I don't think each bee is going to have its own bee quips because that would be a lot. I mean, just imagine if someone had like 50 bees and each bee is able to hold one. That's 50 that's 50 bee quips. So just the amount of bee quips that Onnit is going to give us, maybe it does actually equal up to 50. I don't know. But it would be cool if there was like one central location, except for six um, locations for that. So you have one central location that holds all of the bee quips, and some of the bee quips go only to certain bees, right? And some of them can go to all the bees. So like in Dungeons and Dragons, you get these swords and accessories that can go to your character. In bee quips, you get these boosts, like we talked about the snow globe. It has a passive that can basically stack on itself, and if I remember right, the it's called a snow globe shake and it has cool breeze to all the players, and it grants a times 1.25 capacity. So it's very small, but it stacks. So what you would need is a really good bee ability rate, both as a passive on the amulet and on the bee, and that'd be really cool. That would be really, 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 really cool to have. And the snow globe has a increase in bomb. Be really cool. So imagine putting it on a bee that has a bomb, and one of the bees that is on there that you can put it on is a bomb bee. It's not one of the higher ranked bees, it's a lower bee, but you put it on that, it basically increases 44%. No, it does increase it by 44%. And you got the ability. That's a balanced bee right there. That's a very, very, very balanced bee right there. This is really cool. And of course, just like Dungeons and Dragons, you can pick up a lot a lot more, and we don't even know what the other abilities are. Now, what I'm thinking is that there's going to be a lot of abilities coming out, and maybe the B quips that Onyx gives is going to equal out to, let's say, 50 Bs, right? And what he said is actually true. He says, that's it. If you didn't play Beesmas, you're not going to get B quips. Imagine missing out, man. Imagine missing out on that. Imagine missing out. I don't even know what word to really use. I mean, you're playing this game and you see that ATM storage. You see people with that. It would almost be devastating, to see that. Anyway, those are just kind of like my thoughts. I'm not on it. I'm not working in the testing. These are just my thoughts. So once again, my thought on preparation is try to go in there with as much stuff as you can. Craft stuff that can help you farm. Get some level 12 bees going. Get at least one that is gifted. And really quick, let's see what gifted 12B that you should be focused on. Snow Tiara. What's the gifted 12B that you would need? Windy Bee, Diamond Bee, Frosted Bee, Stubborn Bee, Shocked Bee, or the Cool Bee. The Cool Bee is the one that has the bomb. Okay? But it's a rare bee, so you see how they balanced it out. What am I going to do? There's a lot of things that have like the Windy Bee, so I would have to look at where like it would fit. There's one that has to do with gathering, so that's probably what I would do. But there's so many choices. So anyway, just know that this game is probably not going to be able to be completed in one day. Plus, why would you? If you waited this long, you'd want to have fun. And I got to say this to people because this is ending up being a long video. If you want to play in my server, I do not mind. I want you to. I want you to play in my server because I want everybody to have fun. I want to have people to have fun. Join the party. Join the party. But also know that I want to play in my server too. Okay? But almost all the time, I don't have time to play in the server until like early morning or at night. So I might pop in during the day. So I'll have time to always play in my server. And if you're able to play during the day, there should be time too. So hurry up, join the group, watch the videos, and if you are kind of hesitant to play in a public server, you are more than welcome to join mine. Alright, guys, take care. Bye.